CTS was never a one-man show, even though at first it sure felt like one, with just me running the day-to-day stuff. Regardless of that, this would not have happened had it not been for, a support system in place that was very encouraging and motivating for me when I needed it the most, especially in the early years, like the first couple years there. But in particular, obviously, our first year as a new business. And I just look back at those years again and coaching all the sessions and doing all the sales and marketing and everything else that came with, owning a business and being the solopreneur, so to speak. That's how I think every small business starts, typically, right? And eventually, as you get larger and the business grows over time, then you expand and you start to need more help if the business is doing well, and you start to hire and take some things and kind of delegate across the team. But early on, like I said, being the only coach for a little while, I needed some support behind the scenes for sure to keep me going. And it was a combination of people. There were a few people that were very supportive of our mission early on, which really helped kick this off. And this would not have happened without them. Those people were, again, very instrumental in getting the ball rolling for us. We had a lot of people going to bat to help me figure this out. Because like I said earlier in other videos, I had no clue what I was doing. I didn't know what how to read a lease. I had no idea about all the other expenses that came with starting a new business. I thought it was just paying rent, and that was it. I didn't realize there was other stuff on top of that. I kind of knew, but I didn't realize the scope of it that it required. Okay, my fiance at the time, now wife, Rikki, she was with me every step of the way from the start. Believed in the mission. She was 100% supportive of what I wanted to do, and that was super important to me at the time, and it still is. We work together still to this day, and it's great. Do we have our, harder days working together than others? Of course. Working with a family member or spouse, for that matter, it's not easy at times. It's hard to separate sometimes personal from business, but at the end of the day, it is great. We work well together. We're a team, and we're able to help out with the girls' school and pick them up and drop them off and all that kind of stuff that comes with, having a business like ours. Those people, obviously. And then, also like these mentors that I started investing in and spending money I didn't have. Like, I knew that I needed education. I needed to learn from other people that were doing what I wanted to do. So you can ask anybody that knows me well enough. I have never been shy about investing in my personal development at all, or for that matter, physical development too. As a trainer, I hired a weightlifting coach for a few years. I trained with Freddie Miles at Miles Ahead Weightlifting for, I think it was about 5 years. And it was great. I learned a lot, not only how to do this Olympic lifts properly, but I got decently good at them. I was able to compete. I had fun. I made some new friends. I met a lot of coaches in the weightlifting world. And then I also learned a lot, and I was able to apply that to our business, which helped the athletes get stronger, more explosive, and it just trickled down. Then I was able to teach other coaches how to do that skill, and then they were able to repeat that, and it was great. It was a great investment that paid itself back, and I looked at it as like a learning opportunity for me, and investing in a coach like that. And then also, when it comes to the business side, I was investing also in my own personal development as a business owner. So I have since 2012. I have never stopped investing in my education since then. So it's been around about 13 years, a little over 13 years, since I've either had a mentor that I was working with, a mentorship group, a mastermind group, combination of all three. But if you're not learning, you're not growing, is my opinion on that matter. And we would not be here 100% without combination of all the people I just spoke about. Those early believers, Rikki, my close friends at the time, my brother, my siblings, my immediate family, these mentors that I worked with, like fitness and business wise, it was all a combination. Everyone played a role. You can never stop learning. So, lesson of the day here is the learning never stops. First of all, you always have to be a student of the game. I'm still a student of the game to this day. 15 years in business. I still have people I consult with. I still have business mentors that I'm a part of, mentorship groups. Um, I don't know everything, and I'm not afraid to say that. So that's the one, and I could always do better, and I could always learn from someone smarter than me, 100%. And then the other one is, you're never on your own. You should never try to achieve big goals solo. The more people you surround yourself with that are going to back you and be a supporter, the better. And that goes with anything: school, fitness, business, anything in life. Like, you got to, like, that's why I feel like a gym like CTS is so powerful for people to reach their fitness goals, because they're in a community. And that's a buzzword in this line of work: community, this and that. But you join a community of like-minded people trying to achieve a similar goal, you're more than likely going to reach yours, because you are the sum of people you hang out with the most. And it's very true. You hang around with negative people all day, you're going to be a negative person. You're hanging around fit people all day, you're going to probably, start to get in better shape. You're around people that know a lot about business and can help you reach your business goals. You're probably going to get there as long as you apply the knowledge that you've learned. So that's the takeaway from today: is remember to, always be a student, never think you know everything. And just remember that, trying to do this by yourself is a lot more stressful than getting a team together. And so that's all I got for you today. This is day 6 of 28 with our 15 years of CTS video series. I will be back tomorrow with our next chapter. Have a good night.